Before I wanted also to talk a little bit more about, well, matter of fact, I want to talk about the import. You mentioned lots of key figures like Nolan from Atari, Steve Bosniak, Mark Randolph, like friends of yours who also changed the world like yourself. What importance do you give to networking? And what importance do you give to like, for example, Silicon Valley has something special that's going on where lots of founders that you even mentioned come from that Bay Area. So do you find it important also that location where you're
Okay, those are great questions. No, location doesn't matter anymore. And it turns out it never did, but the reason it worked for Silicon Valley, because they had an ecosystem that no one else had. It turns out you can build that ecosystem. I'll explain. You can build that ecosystem anywhere. It wasn't, they didn't own it, but no one else was doing it. So that ecosystem has a couple of elements in it that are answer your question. And so the short answer is networking is critically important. But here's why. Every problem you're trying to solve in business, someone probably has already done that. Someone knows something you don't. Somebody could help you. So if you're sitting in your office alone or with 3 people trying to solve problems, and meanwhile, someone's already done that one, right? But why would they help you? Right? You say to yourself, well, why would they tell me how to do that and help me? The answer is because you probably have done something they're struggling with. So what Silicon Valley did, it wasn't the location. They created something that people didn't realize. They socialized business. Here's something interesting. If you go into a restaurant in Silicon Valley, back in the day especially, you and I would come in, you and I are about to have a meeting, it's just the 2 of us, and I'd say table for 2. They'd put us at a table with 8 other people. A table for 10. And the first time I said, it's just 2 of us. And they're like, you're right, you're sitting here. And I'm like, there's all these other people at the table. And in Silicon Valley, you're like, that's right, because we all want to hear each other's ideas. So they socialize business. In Silicon Valley, even the restaurants, you all sit together, everybody talks, and you say, wait a minute, you have that problem? I can fix that. And then you say to me, okay, what can I do for you? And I say, well, I don't know how to do this. And you say, I know him, he can do that. And then he says, well, if she'll help me with this, that's what worked. They understood the attitude was that a rising tide lifts all boats. Everybody else didn't get that. So the network effect of meeting all these people and sharing and helping each other, in Silicon Valley, it was everybody's goal for everybody to win. And that's what made it work because people interact so much there. I literally did something, one of the times I was there, everybody wanted to meet with me and I didn't have any time left. And so I met as many as I could. But the last meal, all I had left was a dinner, and there were 5 different entrepreneurs or startups that wanted to meet. So I sent a note to all 5 of them, the same note. I said, I only have 1 time slot left, it's dinner. You can all have it. And all 5 of them, without hesitation, came to the same dinner, and they're all at the same, I did get a table for 10.
Makes sense.
And they're all like sharing with each other and saying, I can help you with that. The network is critically important for being able to help you at times where you're stuck on something and you need to learn something.